Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle and I'm doing a reading for Scorpio in all placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or any of the other planets. Or maybe you were just guided to this reading because of the title or some other reason. Anyway, take what resonates and leave the rest. And if it really doesn't, feel free to check out any of my other videos. They're all timeless and all placements as well. Lion is kitty cat is here. Good morning. Thanks for joining, and thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and helping my channel to grow. So I'm going to start with the Oracle of Mystical Moments. And kind of, yeah, get the baseline of what's going on, and then I will clarify with some other decks. All right, here we go. The sun is here. Good morning. Okay, we've got Flower Spirit, number 10. The Observer, 50. I'm not sure I've ever picked these cards before. Mermaid's Love, 24. This just came up. I don't remember. I don't remember who, but anyway, let's see what's going on here. Flower Spirit, friendship, soul, tenderness, and joy. I like that. That's very sweet. 50 is the Observer. Patience, awareness, and focus. And Mermaid's Love. Love, partnership, support, and accord. Okay. So just wrap my brain around this for a minute. It feels like you're spending time with friends. You're experiencing joy, or it's coming into your life. You could be doing things that fulfill you. With soul. It's like, things that you're feeding your soul, and you're feeling very tender feelings. It's very sweet energy. And it's allowing you to, I feel like, to be in the present moment, to really, you're gaining awareness about what's important to you, what brings you joy, who brings you joy. You have your sights, I feel like you have your sights set on, potentially you have your sights set on somebody. She's looking through the camera there. This could be somebody that you would like to be in partnership with. Maybe it's a friend that you're crushing on. or maybe it's you're focusing on who is really supportive of you, really able to hold that space for you and lift you up. Um, you're looking at who and or what you truly love that brings you joy ultimately. And you're really taking your time with this, really taking your time to examine um, what and or who is important to you. All right, so let's go with the tarot of mystical moments. Hey, Redbeard is here. Hello, and JoJo too. So glad you all could make it. All right, let's create some more space. All right, so what do we got? Let's get more on this situation that Scorpio is dealing with. So we have Six of Generosity and balance in a connection, equal give and take. Wheel of Fortune. And Ten of Wands. That's interesting. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that there was a connection, romantic or otherwise, where it seemed like there was balance and connection. Again, that kind of that there was some if I can even say it, reciprocity. And for some reason things ended up out of balance. If you look, the gear is around her heart. And the wheel shifted where things seemed very fortunate, very good. Things shifted to where somebody felt burdened, that it was like trying to beautify the situation, or um how do I say it? She's got all these beautiful flowers on her back, but they're weighing her down. It's like I get the sense that there ended up being there was somebody here, either you or this person, who just felt like they were doing everything they could to keep to yeah, how do I say this? To hold on to the beauty, to to beautifying the situation, and it became heavy. It became one-sided. So what started out as equal, then one person ended up carrying the brunt of trying to make this connection beautiful, to hold on to what was seemingly good, but it ended up just being very heavy. Um and and there's a with the 10 there, tens are about ending a cycle, closing something out. Somebody, either you or this person, or maybe both of you, are just feeling like, wow, that took an interesting turn. That didn't work out the way I planned. So What's the challenge? I'm going to use the Dreaming Way Tarot. Mojo Tarot is here too. Thank you for joining. Okay. Challenge. We have the Fool, Aries energy, Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. There's a desire here to take a leap of faith, to take a risk, to build momentum, to move forward, to express. I don't know. We'll say it's you. Remember that roles can be reversed, and apply this as it fits. But ultimately, I feel like there's this desire, there's passion here. There's a desire to have a new beginning, but it's either okay. This can be a couple of things. So it could be that somebody wants to lay this burden down. Let's say it's you, because you're just like, this is too much. I was, I started out gathering all of this because it was fun and it became heavy. So it's wanting to end that cycle and start fresh, start new. Maybe, the Eight of Wands can be about travel and movement. Um, Maybe there's a desire to move forward, to have there's definitely a desire to have some kind of new beginning, because of feeling, wanting to follow your passion, your desire for something new. Now, that could be in this connection wanting to start over, because there's still a lot of passion and wanting to communicate how to, some kind of new strategy, or like starting over from scratch. But this can also be where, let's say, um, you or somebody, or you or the person you're dealing with, is moving on, and they're telling you about this, or you're getting a message about this. And that can be really difficult when you thought that there was so much promise in this connection, and suddenly you're discovering that, um, somebody's moving in a new direction, and you're having to deal with this. Somebody's leaving you, leaving the situation, moving towards somebody else or something else, that could be potentially painful. But mostly I'm getting that there's a desire to start over in some way. And for whatever reason, this is difficult. And it could be because, this cycle is still closing out. It's not completely over yet. There's a need to drop a burden that's been carried for a while. And yeah, it can be difficult to let a situation go when you've been so invested in it. I've I've collected all this these things that, this energy, these things that I consider beautiful, and for nothing. Now I just need to drop it all. Like, that can be a hard thing to swallow. So let me go with the Light Seers deck. What what are you hoping for? What is Scorpio hoping for and dreaming about? Knight of Pentacles. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And Two of Pentacles. And the Hierophant, Taurus energy. You ultimately, you're wanting to come into balance, and you recognize that in order to do that, you need to really take your time, not rush the process. This is about being very like being very meticulous and methodical in how you proceed forward into out of the situation where it's been feeling heavy and needing to drop something, or close out the cycle and move towards a place of feeling in balance. Feel You're hoping you're going to come to a place where you feel really light and happy. This is my favorite Hierophant because he's just hanging out. And, both these guys are barefoot. This is like getting back to the basics. Maybe you're kind of letting go of stuff. Maybe you're purging. You're kind of getting to a place where you can just feel like you can relax and enjoy the moment. And yeah, again, with that, like you've been carrying this heavy burden for a while, and you're hoping to be able to lighten up, to find your joy again. And maybe that's a part of what this is about, is your soul is calling to you, or talking to you, telling you what is going to help you move forward in a way that is going to be really um, beneficial. It's going to bring you that ultimate joy. And I feel like this observer kind of speaks to this Knight of Pentacles here, where it's just really taking your time, like especially with the old timey camera here. Like, this is the kind of camera where you have to, like, everyone has to sit still for a long time, and to get the right shot. It's not a quick click and you've got the you've got it. um there's patience involved in this. There's awareness in the direction that you're heading, and that um you're hoping that by really being mindful of what it is you are juggling in your life, that if maybe you do drop that burden, things are going to get a lot easier. um that you're going to come to this place of just, yeah, feeling delight again, feeling excited for what's next, knowing there's whatever you begin, you're gonna make your way to the top, and you're gonna discover something amazing. You're gonna get where you want to go. This is your hope. So Go with the Oracle Tarot. What's coming up next for Scorpio? What's coming up next? We've got the Four of Cups, nervous about change. The Seven of Wands, taking a stand. And the Nine of Pentacles, good fortune. Yeah. You know that change is imminent, that you could be in this place of limbo where you're closing out a cycle, but there needs to be a little time before you can begin. Typically there's a transitionary kind of period, um, and you know where you think you're heading. You know what you want to do, but you're nervous about this. And it's interesting, here we have the two butterflies in the window, which speak to me of partnership. With the mermaid's love here, it's like nervous about, if you're thinking about wanting to start over with a person in particular, you could feel nervous about, like, if it's if it's really is possible to change the dynamic, to start from scratch and be able to rebuild in a new way, or if you're going to just end up on the defense again, needing to take a stand. Maybe this is speaking of having to set some kind of boundaries, feeling nervous but knowing that you you know what it is that you want ultimately. And in taking a stand, in setting boundaries and saying, you can come to my side of the bridge, you know, but you need to come correct. And if you don't, you can stay on your side. And in doing this, you're gaining some kind of independence. You're going to be coming to a place where you're feeling good about yourself, where you could be working on your finances, working on building up your resources, feeling prosperous. So even though there's this feeling of, like, I don't change is coming, I don't know what's going to happen, it's going to work out. Because of you taking a stand for what's important to you. I'm also getting bridging the gap, taking a stand for what you really want so that someone can come to your side if they so choose. But ultimately, knowing you've got this, it's very, very self-reliant energy, very independent. So, what am I? Yeah, going with the Mystic Mondays. Potential outcome, which is just a little further along than what's coming next. We've got the Knight of Wands. That is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we got the Four of Cups again. Four of Cups and Judgment. Scorpio energy, that's you. Also, Libra. Okay. If there's somebody coming in making you an offer, they're showing up as a knight, which is not the most reliable energy. You're over there being the Knight of Pentacles, which is of all the knights is the one you can rely on. It's just very, very slow energy. The Knight of Wands is this very quick moving energy. It's all about the passion and the fun, and yeah, like here for a good time, not a long time. And I feel like there is somebody, here's you saying, come correct, or, I'm going to bridge the gap, but ultimately I'm really happy, like doing my thing, very independent, doing well. And I feel like this Knight of Wands comes galloping in to make an offer. And you're just like, no, this isn't this isn't enough. It's not what I want. You maybe don't trust the offer. You're looking at what's happened in the past. I feel like this could be the person that you've been dealing with where you felt really burdened. You felt like you were carrying the weight of the whole connection, that things ended up out of balance, and I feel like you're going to be making a judgment call of like, whatever is being offered is not enough, because you're looking at moving to uh a whole new phase, going through the door. It's like we have this one kind of window door here, right? And then there's this in between until you get to the other door. And I feel like this is maybe why there's this transitionary phase, because you're really looking at what all is involved. If I were to accept this offer, what would I need to do? What would I need to give up or compromise on? Or, um, yeah, ultimately, you're looking at everything that has already transpired, and I feel like because of that Four of Cups, you're taking time to meditate, to go within, and you're kind of like, I don't know. I'm potentially deciding to move on, to take the middle road, which is not, yeah. Um, why the Judgment card? Or what's this about? The Knight of Cups. Again, we have a knight, because whatever offer is being made, there's passion and there's love here, but it's not reliable. You don't feel that there is enough driving this offer, and you're deciding to head into a whole new, like I said, a whole new phase, a whole new realm, because of listening to your intuition, listening to your feelings. I think there's a part of you that wants wants to go along, you know, like whoever this is, they're whatever offer they're making is very compelling, it's very interesting, very sweet, very loving, but at the same time, you're thinking about, wow, this is what's happened before, and it doesn't necessarily hold water. So, hey, Rebecca made it. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Um, let's get some rebel, what do they call them? Sacred rebels. We've got defend to the end, the worthwhile, 23. Defend to the end, the worthwhile. Makes me think of taking a stand. And I don't know if you heard that. There was a little confirmation there. What's worthwhile is worth defending to the end. No, I just have to say, because it's popping into my mind, sometimes judgment can be about reconciliation. So if somebody here is making an offer, you could be deciding to give them another chance because there is love here. And maybe you feel like it could turn around. It could work out a second time. Softly, softly, the tender touch, number 20. This card keeps coming up. And we had tender here. Defend to the end, but very softly. It's not about going to war. It's about gently speaking your truth, putting out into the world what's important to you. I'm just noticing here with the Hierophant, and we have this kind of sacred geometry thing going on up here, and it's similar to what's going on her head. A part of your spiritual growth is being kind to yourself, being kind to this person, kind to people in general, being very, kind and gentle with what's important to you, like gentle with yourself, gentle with others. And then she feels, she knows, 22. And this is about trusting your feelings. That your feelings, sometimes our feelings can get a little out of control, especially with those of us with water in our chart. Feelings can feel very overwhelming. And if we're not in a good place, we can act irrationally, but ultimately at their core, our feelings are there to tell us what is and isn't working. And you can use your body as a barometer. If you think about something and you have a feeling about it, that's going to indicate to you what direction you need to go or how to handle something. Your feelings are an ally for you, and you are defending to the end what you know to be true because of how you feel about it. Being very kind with yourself as you grieve. She's got a tear on her face. So let me finish with, I'm going to finish with a chakra card. It's going a little long. That's okay. We've got throat chakra, truth. It is safe for me to align with and express my higher truth, wisdom, and knowing. I allow others to hold a different perspective to me and know that there is enough space in the universe for all of our truths, including my own. I am honest with myself and hear the resonance of truth in my words. I express my truth tenderly, gently. Yeah, being honest with what you're willing to defend to the end, honest with yourself about your feelings, and speaking what you know is true, that's directly from the heart. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.